Alright, so one of the things that's going to help keep this fuselage nice and square, okay, obviously you're going to trick it and try to install it nice and square, is this bracing. There's one for each side. We're only going to install one side for now until we get all the wiring done on the servos, and then we'll make a slit on the other side and install the second one. So just come up about flush to the back of the horizontal stabilizer. Okay, and that's where this is going to live, and this tip will just kind of go pointed flush into the fuselage right here. So, with the 90-degree bevels, actually they're 45-degree bevels facing up, we're going to put some of this welder's glue on there. And sometimes when you're doing this stuff, it's, you know, like I said, best idea to get glue on both surfaces that you're trying to glue together with this stuff, because it is contact cement. But sometimes gluing one side and just pressing it up there is your best option. And when you have to do it that way, make sure you get plenty of glue on the surface that, you know, if you're only getting it on one side, because it's going to transfer to the other side. Hope that makes sense. Okay. So now we've got glue on. Like I said, just kind of set this up there towards the back of the front edge of the horizontal stabilizer, and just kind of set it in place. Okay, and now push this baby in there until everything is nice and touching. Any excess glue, just wipe it off the edge. Just make sure it's pressed up at a 45-degree angle, because this is the bracing to keep everything nice and square. Okay, so once you get everything mushed together and you're sure you got glue on both sides, just go ahead and pull it off. Now we're going to wait about 5 minutes, and then we're going to glue it back together. You know when you got that nice spider web working, that you've got glue on both sides really good. That's it for this step. We'll see you in a few. Okay, so you want to just eyeball down your fuselage when you're installing this strip. Make sure everything is nice and square. Use your square, check it out. Sometimes you got to step back a little bit, maybe a few feet away, just to see if everything's nice and straight, okay? And then you lay your strip right back on your glue where it was, okay? Now don't move your fuselage, because you'll make it crooked when you're installing this strip. So lay your strip up there. Okay, get your square out. Make sure everything is thin square. And I like to hold the square against wherever I'm pressing. Okay, so there's my square. I'm keeping the fuselage nice and square. And wherever I'm gluing, I move that square down. Wherever I'm applying pressure, I move that square down. So I'm not moving the fuselage over, because you can push it over pretty easy. It's just foam. Okay. And I'm just going to hold everything nice and square as I apply this down. And then I'm going to look down the fuselage, and I'll tell you what, everything looks nice and square. Okay? So, like I said, don't push down on this without some kind of support on the other side of the fuselage, or you will have a crooked fuselage. It'll kind of bow like this wherever your pressure was applied. So just use your square on the opposite side to keep pressure on, and if you do it right, you can see that everything's nice and square. Now when we put the other one, obviously it's going to give some more support this way, but so far it's looking pretty darn good. So that's it, on to the next step.